Over to the Best Western to check in, but of course you probably have a dog at home and that's a lot of what they like to do, am I right? But sometimes they start barking a lot, and that can make for a great alarm system at home unless they bark at just about everything. So we're going to teach you how to get that stubborn dog to just be quiet a little bit. Barkbusters are next.
Now you're going to need to combine it with your voice because it's got to hear not just a threat, which is the sound.
Good morning, Arizona.
Good boy. That's the way a puppy behaves. Yay. Now let's lose interest for a moment. So I'm going to only warn him once.
Okay, you're looking at some video of in-home training courtesy of Barkbusters. That's Harley, you see, who's been, I don't know, a little bit of a pain, I hear. Hard to believe he's so cute, seems so sweet, but you know how puppies can be. We've got Karen Young here, she's from Barkbusters. Harley, as we mentioned, and Amy Sun, and you are Harley's handler.
Yes, I am.
And you had a couple of complaints about Harley's behavior at home, primarily being what?
Just I wanted him to listen to me, and then also I want a well-behaved dog, so I wanted to prevent problems, and so that's why I looked to Karen to help me.
And Harley is a puppy?
Yes, 5 months old.
So we're trying to kind of get some good habits going early on, and Karen, I'm going to bet you say that's very important.
It's very important. About 90% of the time we're working with problems that have already developed and they've really been embarrassing and stressful for the owners for a period of time. With Amy, she has a really strong vision of what she wants her dog to be. So we started with that as a foundation. He had some fears that were working, and we're able to do some preventative work so that she'll be able to reach those goals.
Talk to me about this dog that is standing in front of him.
Well, he's a 5-month-old English Bulldog, and he's scared of small objects like this.
So this ceramic bulldog that you had, that was probably an homage to your sweet Harley, trying to get a theme going and say how dog-oriented you are, your house, actually upset him.
Exactly.
Karen, how'd you figure out that was an issue? He seems to like it. I mean, he's sniffing it. He's behind.
There were a number of things that Harley was afraid of. He was afraid of this bulldog, but also the ironing board, the mop, and luggage would set him off.
Really?
And so what we needed to do then is pretty much let him know that there was nothing to be afraid of by communicating with him in a canine way. And by the end of our first 20, 30 minutes of working with him, we were able to put all those objects in the room, and he actually settled down with him instead of the behavior that you see right now.
So you say communicating in a canine way. A lot of times I'll be talking to my dog and saying, Robert, I don't know why you're behaving like this. I mean, I'm so nice to you, but yet you just give me problems. I'm probably not communicating anything to him, right? He doesn't speak English.
That's exactly right.
Okay, so what do I need to be doing?
Well, one of the things that you need to do is be able to demonstrate leadership. We show our dogs in 100 different ways a day that they're the boss.
Yes.
And then when we start speaking to them in English, they say, I'm the boss. What are you speaking to me about?
I find myself begging him often to cooperate with me, and I guess that's wrong.
Yes.
Oh, look at the before and after. This is incredible. This is a total turnaround from Barkbusters. So what tone of voice are we using? Are the words unimportant?
It's a lot clearer to the dog because we use regular English words in day-to-day language, so it's a lot clearer to them if we use a low tone, a guttural tone, when they've made a bad decision, like bah. And then when we want them to do something like come, we use a normal speaking voice, and when they do well, we use a high tone. And that lets them know just by the difference. Exactly.
Okay.
Petting with your voice.
He's certainly listening and he's thinking. So Amy, we don't want to scold him because he's being so good, but how has it been for you? I think mainly this is about training you, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's been, you know, obviously it's been fun, but also tough because we have to do homework every night. And so every night I come home from work and I'm like, all right, let's work on your homework. I put out, you know, all the things he's afraid of, and, you know, work on the things that Karen told me to work on, and obviously been working on this little ceramic bulldog, and so now he's, you know, not afraid of it. So that's a good thing. It's a start.
So were you having issues when you leave the house and when you leave him alone as well, or?
You know, he's not too bad. I think it's just sometimes around people, like he jumps, or sometimes I think it's his barking, and he likes to hump a lot, and so. So I want to get rid of those problems. Exactly.
That can be embarrassing when you've got the company over.
Exactly.
I know all about it. Karen, we're just about out of time, but what would you say the biggest problem that you usually address when you go into people's homes? And why is it so effective to be in the home?
The home is where the problems happen.
Yeah.
Destruction, potentially snapping or mouthing, you know, worrying about the dog around children, barking, certainly the
Destroying
dog
the couch,
answering
possibly?
the door, destroying the couch. And so the home is where the behavior occurs.
Okay.
Dogs learn by association, so you want the training to take place where the problems happen.
Where he thinks he's the king.
Where he thinks he's the king.
I know that issue full well. Okay, quickly, BarkBusters, it costs about how much to get started?
Most clients invest about $500 in the training. It's a guarantee for the life of the dog, so any issues that come up, we're with you.
Back.
It's about $40 a year for the amount of time that you're going to have your dog to have this kind of a companion.
And hello, look at the results. Harley is amazing today. Probably the best behaved dog we've had on the show, at least. Look at the Harley. Love it. Thank you so much. We're going to put BarkBusters information on our hotline and website. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, well, see, now you're taunting him, Mario. He's only protecting his handler. Yeah, good job, Harley. You show him who's boss. You're boss in this situation. Okay, we're taking a quick break. You back off from the dog, will you? Yeah.